foodborne illnesses don't just come from restaurants. In fact, they usually come from bad food preparation, serving, and storage at home. Food handling is the process of preparing food that is safe for public consumption. So today, we from Battle Buddies will present to you the do's and don'ts in food handling practices for food handlers. Now let's begin. Wash your hands before and after you handle food or utensils by following the washing hands steps by WHO. Step 1. Wet your hands with water. Apply enough soap to cover your hands. Step 2. Rub your hands together. Use one hand to rub the back of the other hand and clean in between the fingers. Step 3. Rub and clean the thumb and each finger. Rub and clean the tips of the finger over the palm of the opposite hand in a circular motion. Step 4. Rub and clean your wrist. Step 5. Rinse your hands and wrists thoroughly with clean water. Step 6. Pat dry the hands with clean towel or tissue. Do not wash your hands quickly without any soap. It is called a wet hand, not a wash hand. Next, we move on to wash all fruits and vegetables. We need to wash fruits and vegetables before storing them in the fridge to keep them fresh and prevent us from storing contaminated fruits and vegetables. We must wash fruits and vegetables under running water to ensure foodstuffs are clean of soil, bacteria, and potential human disease. Washing fruits and vegetables with bleach solutions, commercial wash products, and disinfecting products is not recommended as the soap residue is difficult to clean completely and may be left on the washed fruits and vegetables. After washing all the fruits and vegetables, they should be put in a covered container with a tissue before being put in the fridge. The purpose of placing the tissue is to ensure that the food will always get moisture and stay fresh. Finally, after all is done, store the fruits and vegetables in the refrigerator. Please do not directly keep the fruits and vegetables after shopping, since they may contain harmful germs that can make you and your family sick, such as Salmonella, E. coli, and Listeria. The next point is protect food from insects. For cakes that have been cut, store the unfinished pieces in a sealed container so that the cake will remain moist, not dry, and for keeping insects such as rodents and ants away. To prevent watermelon from rotting quickly when put in the fridge, cover the exposed part with a plastic wrap to protect watermelon from insects because it can attract insects like flea, beetles, and thrips. If the watermelon has been cut, keep it in the fridge because the texture of the watermelon that has been cut will definitely change and it will only last for 3 to 5 days. The exact slices of watermelon and cakes are exposed on the table. This is one of the many things that cannot be done in food handling, which is to leave food exposed overnight or for a short period of time. This is because our food may have been contaminated with bacteria from its environment. The last point is separate raw, cooked, and meat. Once you get home from the store, it is important to keep things separate. Always put raw food in plastic bags or sealed containers. You need to keep foods that might spread germs separate from the rest of your food. Raw food and cooked food should be stored separately in the fridge. Bacteria from raw food can contaminate cold cooked food, and the bacteria can multiply to dangerous levels if the food is not cooked thoroughly. Next, change or throw away the plastic bags purchased from the market. Change or throw away the used plastic bags and always store your raw food such as meat in sealed or covered containers in the freezer to avoid liquid such as meat juices dripping down and contaminating your freezer. Do not use the same plastic bags purchased from the market since it may be contaminated and can lead to foodborne illness. Use different utensils, plates, and chopping boards for raw and cooked food. The most effective way to eliminate cross-contamination is to use separate utensils for ready-to-eat foods and non-ready-to-eat foods. If only one set of cutting board and knife is available, the ready-to-eat foods should be handled first, and non-ready-to-eat foods should be handled after thorough cleaning of the cutting board and knife. By separating raw and cooked food as well as the utensils, we can prevent the chance of cross-contamination of microorganisms. Put raw food and cooked food on a separate plate. When preparing the food, always use separate plates and utensils for raw food, poultry, seafood, and cooked food to avoid cross-contamination. Do not use the same tool on both a food that can be eaten raw and one that must be cooked before consumed, or a food that must be refrigerated and one that is shelf-stable. Good food hygiene means knowing how to avoid the spread of bacteria when cooking, preparing and storing food. Foods that are not cooked, stored and handled correctly can cause food poisoning and other conditions. Food safety is important as it helps to protect consumers from the risk of foodborne illnesses. It also helps to prevent consumers from risk of health-related conditions such as allergy and even death.
Hi, my name is Nur Izzyan Syafira, binti Roslis.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Siti Nurshamimi, binti Md Nazir.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Wahida, binti Abdul Ghani.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nurul Iza Syafiqa binti Ishak.
Hi, my name is Alifah binti Md Nazir. That's all from us. Thank you for watching.